Hey guys, Base Shogun here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Machine Robo Rescue Wing Liner Robo. This is a DX from Bandai from their 2003 series, Machine Robo Rescue. And before we get right into this massive train video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. All right, let's quickly go over the packaging. We do have the red wings right there, and this packaging is really good, guys. It's still, for 2003, it's still giving me that retro itch, and it feels a little bit older than 2003, which is nice in my opinion. Every year we get a little bit further away from what made these old kits really shine. So there you go. You can see there is play features there. You can collect the little combiner guys. They actually go inside this train here, and that's super cool. I think a good way to play. You can see his arms. You can pick up the jets and stuff and put them in there. So for packaging, I'm already impressed. Okay guys, let's take a look at the train mode. Okay, so as you guys can see, this train mode is super massive. If I can hold it up there, I think it's supposed to be 900 millimeters. So you know what, this is inches and inches. I think this is a longer train than like a Shogun Warrior or something like that. So that is always super cool. Let's try to look at it here. So first up, I love the chrome detailing on here. Everything looks super slick. I'm loving the white on gray, red pinstripe, Machine Robo Rescue there. Everything about this is super awesome. It's giving me a little bit of Power Rangers Super Train Megazord vibes, and that never hurts at all. We'll take a look at the other side here, and it is the exact same. You can see it does have a quite nice roll to it, and as promised, some of the play features, these would come up and you could put your jets in there, and then this arm can come up, pick something up, put it in. You know, if you're a kid there, tons of fun, or if you're a collector, it is also a bunch of fun too. I can't lie, guys. So I'm thinking this is looking quite good. I'm loving the retro feel to it, even if it is a slightly newer toy at 2003. And on both ends of the train, these can lift up and then boom, out would pop your small little combiner vehicles. I unfortunately do not have any. I do have a Gary, however, and I'll bring that out for a little size and scale comparison. And you know, guys, what's not to like? We got red pinstripes. We have a huge robotic train. We have beautiful chrome accents there. And I think this is really a treat. So let's get them into robot mode. And one thing that makes this unique is it can go from, once you set it up out of the box, because these kind of come separated, you can actually more or less get it into robot mode right from this train. All right, guys, let's get into it. And right before we do, though, you may notice I am missing stickers on mine. I actually have them mint right out of the box, and if you guys know me, if I get a cool retro collectible, even like a new Titan class, or maybe not the new ones, but a little bit of the older ones, I don't put the stickers on. I'm afraid I'll mess it up. And you know what? I collect mainly for my own enjoyment, but also if I did ever want to resell this, this is a bonus, and it's just nice for the next guy. If I ever do pass it on and he wants to put the stickers on, you know what? What a cool experience putting retro stickers on a retro toy. So let's get them transformed here. I hope this goes smoothly. So first up, on each kind of end of the train here, we can just pull his feet up there, and then we can pull this part of the train out on each side and just turn these parts around, and this will plug in there. There we are, and we can do that to this side too. And now I'm just gonna turn him around here Sorry again for the lack of room. And these will unpeg up. We can just do that, 1, 2. And then the last thing we need to unpeg is this here. And then we'll switch this whole unit around just like that. So as you can see, I think it is pretty ingenious what this can do. And now guys, you should have something looking like this. And the next step we're gonna do is kind of bring him up. And if you can see this tab here, that's gonna go right into that gray thing and make the base for his legs. So 1 and 2, it's a little bit fiddly, and be careful. The plastic does feel good, but you'd never want to break one of these awesome collectibles. So there you can see him. He is turned around there. I don't know if we made a little mistake or what. I don't think we did. Okay, give me a moment. So I don't know if we got mixed up, but these can pull off like that, and we can just fix them around there. No problem whatsoever. Okay, now he's looking a little bit silly with his big stilt legs here, but that's all right because we can push these together, and there we go. They will lock in here more or less, hopefully. And once you do have them all together, just make sure both of these prongs are in the here. No problem, or your guy will be a little bit unstable. There we go. And now moving up top, we did already peg this in here. And if you look, this of course will just peg into there, no problems. Extend the arms here. And you know what? I think we have them pretty much ready to go right now. And I don't know if you can tell, but this guy's absolutely huge. We'll get to some scaling in a minute, but first, let's go over the articulation. So for legs, no, you're not doing anything with this guy leg-wise at all. However, he does have a pretty nice 360-degree arm swivel. He's got a nice elbow bend there. You can do some curls. And with the pinchers here, you press on these, and that allows him to pick up the little bots and stuff if you're so lucky to have more in your collection. And you know what? It does look a slight bit plain, but remember, we would have these Red Wing logos all over him. I think the back looks great too. Like, I think this all looks sleek, and I think it looks pretty sexy. I'm really digging the molded details there. And you know, what else is there to say? It's a giant train that transforms into a giant robot. Made by Bandai, made with love. What's not to like, guys? Come on. And before I do a big snafu, his claws also can rotate 360, as well as these have a little bit of in and out action for extra fun. Okay guys, let's see how this guy stacks up against some other classic mecha. So first of all, let's pit him up against the largest Brave series mecha there. This is the King Jader. And as you can see, they're almost kind of neck and neck. I think this guy wins from his little propeller thing, or whatever it's called. But honestly, like, this looks awesome right next to each other. So this is about 14, 15 inches, I believe. And either of these looks awesome on your shelf, and I'm really lucky to own, you know what, either one of these. I feel pretty blessed to own. And now also from this series here, this is Siren Carry Gary, or Sky Carry Gary, one of those. And by the time I rescued this from the seller, I don't know if he put him out in the sun. Anyways, it's very unfortunate. He's so yellowed. But you know what? And he's missing these two leg pads. But I got this guy for a steal, actually. I think maybe 40 bucks or something a few years ago. And I'm just happy again to have this big, bulky bot in my collection. So this guy is certainly wider, but you can see this guy towers above most, if not all, of your Machine Robo Rescue mecha. And for a few other, maybe more familiar things. There he is with a Legend Scale Ultra Magnus right there. And here he is next to the Combiner Wars Optimus Maximus. So I thought these guys were supposed to be about 12 inches. Oh yeah, that's close to 14, maybe closer to 15-ish. But yeah, so you can see this guy is not messing around. He's big, he's beefy, and he's ready to rumble. Okay guys, I think I've seen enough, and I think it's time for my final review. So as I'm sure you can tell, I'm a big fan of this, and I really want to go and pick up some of the smaller Machine Robo rescue kits. They're still pretty affordable on eBay, actually. That might have changed. I haven't looked in about a year or so, and we know the collectible market right now is absolutely ridiculous. But having said that, I'm going to go 9.2 on this guy. I'm loving the size. I'm loving the train. I like the bone white with the red pinstripes, accented chrome detailing up here. What's not to love, in my opinion? Yeah, so tracking one of these down may or may not be hard. I was looking for one for a while. Nothing. I bought this one in very nice shape, and then like a few more popped up oddly right after that. I'll put what they're going for kind of up here right now. And yeah, so I'm going to stick with that score. And I think if you can find one and track it down for a price that you're comfortable with, go all out. This is super cool. It's huge, and yeah, as you can tell, I'm a big fan. So guys, thanks for joining me for this Wing Liner Robo Machine Robo Rescue DX review from Bandai, of course. And if you like this, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for being with me here today. And remember, don't let anyone or anything ever stop you from collecting.